no matter the location. From O-A-K-L-A to L-V, I'm a Raider.
Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report. 4th of July is right around the corner. In fact, it's on July 4th, in case you didn't know. Go to chatsports.com/RaidersSports so you can rep your team during the holiday. I don't know about you. I always try to wear my Raiders stuff, and I'm going to wear red, white, and blue. Here's the way you can do it and rep the Raiders. It'll be in the comments, and it'll be in the description. So now let's get into this Q&A here, where you can use hashtag Raiders, or you're able to super chat, and that's probably the easiest way to get on the show. Would you rate the Raiders in the top 16? If so, how high? Top 16 NFL teams? Yes, I would. So I ranked all my NFL teams on our main chat sports channel, and I had the Raiders at 16. And some of you are probably like, Mitch, that's too low. Some of you might say it's too high. When I think about the Raiders, I think there is upside there. But we haven't seen the rookies yet, and we haven't seen how the free agents are going to be able to fit. So for me, I actually think 16 is very, very fair. Let's go to Henry. Henry, I always think it's Henry Lamborghini. I know it's not close, but that's what I think of. Hey, Mitch, how's your day going? By the way, I am Raiders. Well, I'm a Raiders fan too. My day's going pretty well. After today's show, I'm probably going to head home, go to the gym, and see what else is in store for me. Henry, hope everyone here is having a good day as well. Looks like we got another super chat from Henry, so spending big today. Appreciate it. Would you rather have the Rona, okay, but still live, and the Raiders win a Super Bowl, or not have the Big C and Raiders not make the Super Bowl? Honestly, I would probably rather the Raiders win a Super Bowl. I'm a young guy. I think I take pretty good care of myself, and if I got to get the Big C to win the Super Bowl, yeah, and I still live, like, I'm good. So, yeah, give me it, I guess. So, Henry, appreciate the question. I always get asked, Mitch, how do I get my questions on during the mailbags? The easiest way to do it is to subscribe to the channel, because we do live shows every Tuesday, every Friday. But also, if you need, that extra news, if you need that extra rumors to help you get through your work day, or maybe you're at home doing nothing, or I don't know about you, half the time when I watch my own videos, it's kind of when I'm on the toilet. So the link is below, youtube.com/Raiders Report. Hit that big red button, click the sub, and let's continue to grow this bad boy, trying to get to 49K by the end of June. Let's go to Jason. What's up, Jason? One of my most loyal watchers. Hey, Mitch. So if Arnette beats Amukamara, if that happens, do you think Arnette could learn from Woodson? Hope that does not happen. All right, so as much as I love Prince Amukamara, if he can beat him out, that'd be great. And if he can learn from Charles Woodson, I think that would also be good. So let's just say, hypothetically speaking, if this was with Jamal Adams. Now you're talking about Prince Amukamara and Arnette, which is on the left side of y'all's screen. Like, Prince is going to be the starter. That's why they ended up bringing him in. But Damon Arnette, to me, is obviously a talented player. It's why the Raiders drafted him. They had a round 1 grade on him. But I don't think it's going to happen. But would I be upset about it? No, because all that tells me is that Arnette's been putting in a lot of work. So make sure that you're using hashtag Raiders, or make sure you're super chatting to jump the line. We got 535 people watching us live now. A lot of questions coming in. And if you really want to get it on screen, super chat, that kind of helps producer Alicia out. So, should we trade P.J. Hall, Lamarcus Joyner, and a third for Jamal Adams? So, honestly, if that's all it costs, yeah, I would do that. The issue is the Jets hang up the phone and they laugh at you. So, as much as I like P.J. Hall, P.J. Hall and Lamarcus Joyner together are not worth a first-round pick. And you would have to sell low on Joyner. You'd have to probably sell low on Hall as well. So for me, if that's what it took to get Jamal Adams, I'd do it. The Jets, though, they don't entertain that trade idea. Let's go to Samuel. What's up, man? What safety/linebacker do you see playing that hybrid money backer role this season? I think it's Tanner Muse. And I also think it's Jonathan Abram, right? So if, let's say, Lamarcus struggles in the nickel. Now, I don't really think that's the Raiders' plan, but they could actually move him back to free safety. You could put Demarius Randall then in strong safety. And I think you could actually see Jonathan Abram, who definitely wants to hit and lay the wood, play that hybrid role. Also, though, you go out and you draft Tanner Muse, 3rd round, 100 overall, to play that hybrid role. The Raiders, you're going to have starting positions, but they want to be so versatile that it's going to be very difficult for me to say who's playing what position, because they're going to be moving guys all over the football field all the time. And honestly, I'm okay with it. Let's go to Chris Gang. What's up, Chris? Appreciate that you're watching the show. Mitch, you think the Raiders going to pick up that Japanese kicker? I forgot his name. So, Chris, if you watched News and Rumors, I gave it 0 Chucky heads. Tuck rule, tuck that. So his name is Toshiki Sato, okay? And the report was that the Raiders and the Dallas Cowboys were interested in him, and he'd be the first Japanese player in the NFL. I say no because I have confidence in Daniel Carlson. I have confidence in Dominic Eberle. When he did his workout, it was back in March, not with the Raiders. It was just a workout in general. If they wanted him, I don't think they would have gone out and then signed Dominic Eberle out of Utah State. So, next question. Do you like fireworks? So, I don't know about you. My family and me in general, I am a pyro. Straight up, I love pyro. And my dad, my Uncle Wayne, they're always buying all these fireworks, and we have a huge 4th of July party. If anybody lives near Danville, Pennsylvania, Bloomsburg, I'll be there during 4th of July. And if you're a Raider fan, I'll ask the family if y'all can come through. So, do you like fireworks? Type Y for yes. Type N for no. I see Tara's typing Y. Daniel says Y. A lot of yeses, right? Okay. 4th of July, fireworks, it goes hand in hand. If you're trying to rep your team during the 4th of July, go to chatsports.com/RaidersForce. So this shirt that you see on screen is only $24.99. The other shirt that I actually had in store that I was going to give to y'all is like already sold out. So I would imagine this is going to be sold out in the week. So if you want to get it today, if you're watching this live, I encourage you to do it. If you're watching this on Saturday, you might be a little bit too late, but it'll be in the description. It'll be in the comments, chatsports.com/RaidersForce. Let's go to Liam. What up, Liam? How far off the Super Bowl are we with our current roster? Are we a better team? Yes. In terms of being still Super Bowl caliber, I don't think we're quite there. And I'm just going to be 100% honest, right? The only way we can get there is if we have more players like a Max Crosby where he steps up and really kind of takes that next level, right? Like he becomes an even better player. Now, Corey Littleton, if he buys in, great. If Arden Key can live up, give us more depth, even better. Now, all these pieces, all these moves, that's all great. But in the National Football League, you need to be able to have a solid quarterback. And as much as I like Carr, he's a good quarterback. He needs to go back to being an MVP caliber now that he has the talent around him. So we have all these pieces. It's good. Derek Carr needs to show that, hey, I can be that leader on and off the field. So I really think it comes down to him. Let's go to lots of Snuggles. All right, lots of Snuggles. I see you. Which position group do you think will make a bigger leap this year? Secondary or linebackers? I would say bigger leap. I'm hoping it's the secondary because the Raiders have really, really struggled against the pass. And I think one of the reasons why our linebackers struggled so much last season was because of injuries, because of the suspension of Vontaze Burfict, or just because they were playing out of position. You go out, add Corey Littleton, Nick Kwiatkowski, obviously that's going to be a huge upgrade, right? But I would say for what I really want, I want the secondary to take a bigger lead. But actually maybe linebackers ends up taking it because I still think that they have a little bit more talent. Let's go to Raiders B. Raiders B, get a picture. Should the Raiders sign Dez Bryant? He's a former Cowboy, and we seem to like former Cowboys. So a lot of the former Cowboys that were brought in were special teams or on the defensive side of football. That's because Rich Bisaccia, our special teams coordinator, was with the Dallas Cowboys in 2018. And now our new defensive line coach, Rod Marinelli, also worked with some Cowboys players. So Dez Bryant, I am going to say no. I understand he's a big name. I just don't really see how he fits on our offense. So I'm going to say no to Dez Bryant. Speaking of receivers, let's talk about two receivers that are actually on our team. Tyrell Williams or Hunter Renfrow. I want you to be honest with me, okay? We got 700 people watching us live right now. I want you to type TW for Tyrell Williams or HR for Hunter Renfrow. Who do you think is the better receiver? The start of the year was Tyrell. Obviously, he got kind of banged up, and then Hunter Renfrow stepped up. He also battled some injuries at the end of the year with a broken rib, but I think showed some promise. So I see Raiders B types HR. Joseph's typing HR. I'm seeing some TWs from Jack Graves. GI Jose typing DW. Wood Boy says HR is clutch. I think both of these players need to be able to continue to step up, need to be able to be that reliable receiver for Derek Carr, but I do think it's at least a halfway interesting question. So, DW for Tyrell or HR for Hunter Renfrow. Tara Nicoli, do you think that we will be top 2 in the AFC West. Do I think we can be top 2? Absolutely. The Denver Broncos, they got better this offseason. The Chargers, they also got better. I still think the Chiefs are the clear-cut best team in the West, and y'all can get mad at me for saying that, but I always try to be 100% transparent with you. As much as I want to say, yes, we could be the number 2 team, it comes down to being able to win those tough games. And what are those? We got to be able to beat Denver in Denver. That's a big-time game. We got to be able to beat Tom Brady. You got to be able to at least compete with teams like Drew Brees and the Saints. But if we can take care of the Chargers both weeks that we play them, which I think is a possibility, that's great. And I also think, if we can just beat Denver week 17, that gives us the ability. Honestly, in terms of being that second team in the AFC West, I think it actually comes down to week 17 against the Denver Broncos. And there's actually a part of me that thinks that could be the final spot in the playoffs to get that number 7 seed. Let's go to Joey Ross, who is one of our most loyal watchers. What position are you still worried about going into the 2020 season? What position am I worried about? Joey, can you give me a second? I need a drink of water. Appreciate you. National Hydration Day if you're watching this live. Position, I am still a little bit worried about quarterback. I have to be, right, because it's the quarterback position, and a lot of our wins and losses will come down to Derek Carr. I am still a little bit worried about linebacker. I have a lot of confidence in Kwiatkowski, a lot of confidence in Corey Littleton, but Markel Lee, Nicholas Morrow, Tanner Muse, how do they take that next step? Secondary, nickel, still a concern of mine. Defensive end is more of a concern because I want Cleveland to be good. I want Cleveland to be great. Let me rephrase that, not just good. So, Joey, hopefully that fully answers your question. So, during Friday happy hour shows, which remember, you see below, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific, we do Zoom call-in. So, if you want to be able to join a Zoom call-in, all you got to do is download Zoom. So, if you want to join us via Zoom, we do it on Fridays. All you got to do then is, join the meeting, and then you can join the show. But last week I said, hey, if you're willing to help out the Raiders Report, if you're willing to help me out, I want you to buy this t-shirt, and if you do that, I want you to DM me on Instagram the screenshot of it. So I went through my DMs, I was looking, I was searching, and my one man, Sebastian, is like, dude, I got your back. So I want to welcome in Sebastian for helping out the Raiders Report. Everyone say hi to Sebastian. So what's your question, ma'am?
About tackle depth. What happens if Colin Miller or Trent Brown go down? Who's going to be stepping up? And that's a big problem that we need to address. And then as far as running back, who we're going to grab in free agency, maybe a Leonard Fournette or Ezekiel Elliott to be the power back for Josh Jacobs for a breather. Because we need that back to get more yards and be powerful.
So Zeke and Leonard Fournette, you have to trade for them. So if you end up trading for either of those running backs, it's going to cost a lot. And as much as I think that they're solid backs, I don't think the Raiders make another move at running back because they kind of already have Rod Smith, who I'm not putting in the same breath of those guys, but to kind of at least give Jacobs a little bit of a breather. I think they're really going to lean on Josh, and I think that's one of the reasons why they also went out and drafted Lynn Bowden, who is going to kind of play like that joker role. In terms of the offensive tackle, I want to be able to say I have confidence in Brandon Parker and David Sharp, but I'd be lying to you, and that's just me being honest. I hope Colton can take that step up. I hope Trent Brown can, be healthy because he battled a ton of injuries, but I think everyone here, fingers crossed that Trent Brown and fingers crossed that Colton don't go down. But another player to at least keep in mind is Sam Young, who, big, tall dude, don't have a lot of confidence in him, but he can at least play a little bit here and there. Also, Jordan Devey has been able to play a bunch of places for us. But Sebastian, I appreciate you. I appreciate it. I have the exact same flag in my room. So if you haven't yet, I want you to go get another t-shirt. It's chatsports.com/RaidersReport. Everyone, say hi to Sebastian and say goodbye to Sebastian.
Bye, bro. See you.
All right, so Sebastian, he helped me out, and now I'm trying to help all you out, so stay safe, all right? Because I like doing Zoom calls, right? They're fun. I like being able to interact. But I want to interact in person. I want to be able to go to tailgates. I want to be able to go to a restaurant. I want to be able to go to a bar and hang out with some Raider fans. And if what I got to do my part is to get a face mask and just stay safe, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go get that face mask. So go to chatsports.com/RaidersFaceCover. It's only $14.99. It's also going to ship in 2 business days. So just stay safe. Do the right things. It's in the comments. It's in the description. Also, shout out to Sebastian for helping us out here. I think we'll be doing more Zoom-in calls. Remember, on Friday during our happy hour show. Raider Nation, what's going on? Is this the #1 Raiders channel on YouTube? For Chucky Heads, believe it, baby. And if you haven't already, subscribe right here. I'm giving you Chucky Heads, news, rumors, Raider Nation rumors. And look at this, I'm making your life easier. Check out my next video. Thanks for watching, and go Raiders.